Hey up lads and lasses, Danfire here with another review. We have Galaxy Reavers 2 today. As some of my viewers are aware, I've been producing guides and tutorials for this game for a couple of months now. I'm playing the game for a lot longer, so I've plenty of understanding of the game, its general design and mechanics. Let's have a quick read of what the developers say about the game. Welcome to Galaxy Reavers 2, a sci-fi RTS mobile game with battle on spaceship in space, conquer the galaxy with them. Yeah. Bless them, they definitely have some translation issues there. Anyway, to give a better description, you command a small fleet of up to 4 ships around a few game modes, these being a campaign or story mode with multiple systems and each system having several missions within them. Completing all these missions within a system lets you advance the story and move on to the next system. In these systems you will get rewards for completing them, as well as each mission having secondary objectives, giving more rewards if you can 3-star each of the missions in that system. We then have the daily activities. These refresh every day, and here we have challenge. You need challenge tickets to enter this, which can be found in multiple ways, but the most common is from rewards in the story mode. Here you will face off against fleets of other players' creation, but controlled by an AI. We then have drills, which are a way to get a lot of resources that you will need for upgrading your fleets and weapon systems. These vary a bit from straight up battles to running away from the enemy in an allotted time. We then have joint operations. This is where you and a friend's fleet, controlled by the AI, complete objectives to get rewards. These rewards are for upgrading weapons on your ships and R&D on those weapons to advance them into better forms of themselves. Last up, we have the tactical simulation. There's 3 variations, all of which you take your fleet into against one of the sort of boss fleets. These vary. Daily 1 is a large enemy fleet that spawns in waves. It's a pirate battleship that you must attack to cause damage to, and as much damage as possible. It's a primal tech battleship, which you also cause as much damage to. This is also a bit of a competition behind here, as there is a ranking system of who can do the most damage during the time. This also comes with rewards, the higher ranking you can get, and these rewards revolve around materials needed to upgrade the shields on your ship. There are also events that pop up throughout the day, with arenas where you combat other players to see who is the top dog, and invasions that your legion, for all intensive purposes, is a clan system, will tackle, which is a large boss that everyone in your legion will attack to dish out to kill off and compete for legion-wide rewards against other legions. The weekly features consist of Wolf Squad, where you and a friend or legion member can take a group of ships into battles, waves of enemies. Each wave gets exponentially harder, and rewards consist of comms for crafting modules to fit to your ship. Other weekly events include military competition, which is a competitive PvP, although AI controlled, where you take 3 fleets of 4 ships to battle out against other players on other servers and try to finish at the top of its ranking system. I'll also add in here the Legion Wars, as these happen twice a week, and for 1 hour your server battles out, capturing planets and systems to give Legion-wide bonuses and rewards against other legions. There are plenty of ships in this game, at the moment with 4 ships per race and new ships being added occasionally, each with its own spice on fitting from laser boats with which devastate enemies with lots of large laser fire, to projectile monsters that wither enemies down with high burst damage and DPS. There are multiple weapons as well, with varying rarity from gold to white using the typical RPG sort of system there. That white being the worst and gold being the best. So you got white, green, blue, etc. There are also tactical devices which can be fitted to ships. These act a lot like abilities for ships, to which you can have a max of 3, and vary widely from transition devices allowing you to teleport around the battlefield to torpedoes that unleash devastating single hit damage and shield repair systems to recharge your shields more rapidly. These systems altogether bring quite a large variety to the way you build ships, with the meta revolving around the best fits for each ship, and fleets for setup. Most devices, etc., are found from loot box style system that gives you random drops. The biggest issue and gripe I have with this game is once you're done min-maxing fleets, there is little to no endgame, bar the typical daily grind of logging in, getting your rewards each day and logging off. The Legion wars in older servers are dying due to the fact that a lot of players seem to leave the game after a period of time, and with new servers opening, old servers are left to die out as newer players opt to join newer servers, which is fair enough. I mean, who wants to compete with with players several months ahead of them? Occasionally server mergers do happen. This increases the Legion wars, like enjoyment you can get out of it for a short period of time, but that quickly dissipates over the course of about a month, and the servers now merged with two other servers is back to the situation of waiting for another server merge. To sum up, the game is pretty fun and you can spend plenty of hours at it honing your fleets, but with a lack of endgame it does get a bit repetitive. The devs are still working on the game and new features have been released. As the game is being developed, Wolf Squad and military competition are both fairly new, for an example, but unfortunately they get stale rather quickly. Hopefully in the future the devs will release more content and a better endgame system for the veteran players to increase its playability. I'd love to see like an infinite tower that you get in a lot of gacha style games, as this does have a gacha style element to it. That could be quite cool. The pay to win isn't huge in this game, although I will mention that players that do pay for events that pop up every 15 days or so do get an advantage until the rewards from the event are added to the reward pool. They will also be able to skip some of the grind, but free-to players will eventually be able to catch up, as ships will cap out at a certain power level. I can recommend this game, as it is a lot of fun to play around with builds and the mechanics in the game. It's got great visuals as well, and the sound's not bad. Some of the guns sound pretty cool when they're shooting off, to optimise your ship fits. But be aware, there is a lack of endgame, and until that gets added, you will end up getting to a point of boredom, logging in just to clear dailies. That's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it interesting. And I'll catch you guys next time.